Hey guys, back onto the Samurai engine swap project. There's been a few changes. The initial goal was to use the 5-speed manual out of the 2.0 tracker, but it's quite a bit longer than the original Samurai transmission, and there's just quite a bit of work involved to get that to fit. So just to make things easier for now, I'm going to use a Samurai transmission and bolt it to the 2.3, and that's what we're going to go over today, just to kind of see what's involved to make that happen. Looks like I have all the parts. I've been speaking with Trail Tough to help me out, because they do have an adapter and whatnot to make this work. It sounds like the bell housing for the 1.6, 2.0, 1.8, 2.3, all from the Suzuki family, are all the same bolt pattern. So they have a plate that kind of sandwiches the Samurai transmission to the 2.3 liter. And I just want to go over that today, and we're actually going to bolt it up as well. And let me kind of show you what I bought from where and how it's going to go together here. So we'll look down here. This is the plate that we need to make it all work, that goes in between the Samurai transmission and the back of the engine. This is from Trail Tough. This custom flywheel is from Trail Tough. This bushing is from Trail Tough, okay? This hardware is from Trail Tough, and you'll see as we bolt it together, there's a few studs that I need to take out to replace with what they gave me, because the Samurai transmission has smaller diameter bolts and whatnot. So the thicker part goes in the 2.3 liter engine block, then what sticks out should have made up to the transmission as if it were original. And there's obviously some holes that don't line up, and that's why we have these bolts here that will recess into this plate that will then bolt up where I think these go. So I'll probably have to take these out. Okay. So it looks all fairly simple. I am not a fan of aftermarket clutches that are more aggressive, but everybody swears that you pretty much have to go with a center force dual stage clutch. They give you the push out. I forgot the technical term for this, but that's what goes in first to push the clutch in. They do give you a bearing, but you won't be needing it, seeing that Trail Tough gives you the bushing that the end of the transmission goes into. Typically I always see a bearing, but they say you don't need it here. And obviously you get your alignment tool for installation. So yeah, I'll go ahead and bolt everything together. If I see anything that we need to kind of go over, I'll let you know, but I will put it on a time lapse so you can kind of see everything go together here. If these videos are helpful in any way, please hit the like and subscribe button. Obviously we're a small channel and it's costing me money to make these videos at this point. So any help from you guys, obviously much appreciated. Yeah, I figured I'd show you this. These studs here, whenever you're taking them out, the best way to do it is just to put two nuts and jam them together. That way when you try to take out the inside one, it'll actually spin the whole stud right out. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I just wanted to take a second to show you guys that. For those that are doing it, yeah, work smarter, not harder. All right, the transmission is bolted up to the engine. Everything went pretty smooth. If you could see, you know, there's your plate. Obviously, it goes around the whole way. Certain sections only bolt to the engine, then other sections bolt as if it's where it should be through the engine and the transmission. So pretty neat setup. The one part that we have now is this opening underneath. Obviously the stock one isn't going to fit. So what I'm going to do is I took the plate off the stock 5-speed off the Samurai. This tape here is just so I can mark it easy. When you put it up in here, it's not going to make it all the way because it hits the engine block. So what I'm going to do is just mark it and then cut the section out of this plate so it fits as snug as possible. And I think we're going to get it pretty close if I cut it right. So I'm going to mark it up, find out how much distance I need to cut underneath here to raise it up so these bolts here match these bolts here. All right. All right, we got our marks here. It's going to be a simple cut. This is really thin, and we have just a cutting wheel on this grinder. Okay, so we made the cut. Once I have it perfect, I'll clean it up with a little file. But for now, it's just for test fitting to make sure this will fit where it's got to go. And that looks pretty good. Obviously, you can't see it too well, but that is very good. There's minimal gaps. Unless this is going to be a custom piece, you'll never probably get it perfect. I would like to hear what everybody else has done with these swaps. I'm guessing this is probably what they did as the easiest solution for now.